Right, so we're going to take a break from the Connor Bedard price speculation content and go into my personal collection. I'm going to start showing a bunch of the slabs that I have in my personal collection because people have been asking. You know, they said it would be nice if you show really what's in the collection. So we're going to start that here with some 1960s and 70s cards. It's not massive volume here, but they're fun to look at, stories behind most of them. And, you know, if you like this video, let me know and I'll continue. If you don't like this video, let me know and I'm going to continue anyway. So, you know, let's see what the cards look like. All right, here we go. These are all slabs at this point. I should take these out of the box. It'll be easier to look at. These are all slabs. We've got a mix of hockey, baseball, basketball, football, and music cards. The Beatles, 1968 Panini Cantanti in a 3 and a 4. Bought these raw, got them graded. Was very disappointed with the results of each, but I really like these Panini Cantanti cards or stickers. Always looking to add to that collection. Here's a John Lennon that I got graded in a 7. This was the 1972 Panini. Really wish they used the same, like, I guess the slab that has less, you know, room on the edge. Like here, there's a lot of room for that to knock around. I mean, I don't really do too much active with this, but with the cards, but you know, it's not protected that great. Here's a 1970 Joan Namath Super Glossy in a 6. Again, bought this raw, graded it. Just love the colors. And Broadway Joe. You know, harken back to the days where my Jets actually won once. Here's a Bernard King, 1978 Topps Authentic. I just sent this in to get the autograph you know, authenticated. I mean, this Bernard King signed for me in person at a show way back when in like 81 or during his heyday with the Knicks. Beautiful card, great signature, and that's a cool one. 1978 Topps Julius Erving in a 9. I actually purchased this probably at a time when I shouldn't have really been too aggressive with bidding on cards like this, but I mean, this is I love this card. Love the hair, the design of the card, and Dr. J. I mean, where are players like him today? Brooks Robinson, rest in peace. I feel like I just said that on the last video. This is a 1971 Topps in a 5. Had a bunch of these 1971 cards from the personal collection that got graded. I just like this card, even though it looks like he swung and missed. But, you know, so that's why I'm kind of keeping it around. Here's another card that I got in one of those silly holiday rack packs, 1976 Topps Willie McCovey that I graded with SGC a while ago, and it got a 9. I mean, crazy beautiful card. I guess we'll add the Brooks Robinson 1976 Topps to that as a pair. Here is my favorite card of all time, Carlton Fisk 1977. Again, purchased this raw, got it graded. This might have actually been one from my personal collection. It might have been a more recent one, not sure. Here's my second favorite card from the 1977 set, Robin Yount in a 7. You know, just love the action shots. Here's a 1978 Jim Palmer, PSA 9. Love that all-star crest. Jim Palmer does not get enough love in the hobby for his greatness. Here's a Reggie Jackson 1978 Topps. Great action shot, great shield, fantastic. There's another Carlton Fisk. You know, it's funny, I wasn't a huge Carlton Fisk fan when I was growing up. I mean, I was a Red Sox fan, but not a huge Carlton Fisk fan. But I find he was very photogenic in his cards. Either that or they did a great job designing them. Here's a George Brett 1979. Love that all-star banner. The brown colorings, always fun in an 8. And, you know, I hate Pete Rose, but I was happy when this came back in 8, and just like the coloring on and design on these cards. 1979 Topps Baseball is a bit of a hot button for some people. Some people hate that design. I happen to really like it. Here's a Billy Smith rookie card, 1973 Topps in a 7. Again, these are, unless noted, these are all cards that I either bought raw and got graded. Here's a Dennis Potvin rookie in a 5. I actually thought that should have graded closer to a 7, but that's what it is. This one I purchased. Ken Dryden, PSA 10, 1975 Topps, one of the greatest goalies in history, and a PSA 10 and a 1975 card. That's cool. This was purchased, as you can see, by the old, what do you call it? Old flip, right? Bob Nystrom in a 9, 1975. Mr. Islander, just love his cards. He's another one who's like really always pictured smiling, and you know, there's something about when a player smiles on a card that I enjoy. 1976 O-Pee-Chee, Dennis Potvin, another smile in a 9. This was fun. The Long Island Lighting Company line, Gillies Trottier and Billy Harris dominating, or at least the top scoring line for the Islanders in 1975. Not quite dominating yet, but a fun card in a 9. Here's a Brian Trottier rookie in a 7, 1976 Topps. Go back and look at his stats. Here's a Potvin in 1976 Topps Potvin in a 6. I bought this raw and graded it, and obviously swing and a miss on that one, but still enjoy the card. 1977 Topps Trottier in a 9. That was purchased. That was not graded. Bobby Clark. These 1977 O-Pee-Chee glossy, if you think back to the Joe Namath glossy. I really enjoy these cards too. There's most of these I purchased in the secondhand market. You know, the pictures are just awesome. Not so much this one. They could have done a better picture of this, but here's a Topps. This one is labeled Topps O-Pee-Chee, so I never know what is correct. Clark Gillies in a 10, Guy Lafleur in a 10, Brad Park in a 10. He would have won the Norris Trophy multiple times if he didn't play in an era where there was a gentleman named Bobby Orr winning the Norris Trophy every year. Here's a Potvin in a 9. All right. Mike Bossy rookie card in an 8, 1978 Topps. Really great example. I've graded that one a bunch of times. You saw the most recent one came back trimmed or something, which I didn't like. 8 was the best that I've gotten so far. Here's a Clark Gillies in a 9, 1978 Topps. Worth noting that in 1977, Clark Gillies was a first-team All-Star. This was a couple of years before the Islanders started winning Stanley Cups. Potvin, 1978 Topps in a 9. Obviously, low cert number. You bought this already slabbed. My Wayne Gretzky rookie from the old childhood collection in a 5. It probably would have been, you know, closer to a 7 if it didn't have that scratchy scratch there, which I'm sure you can see. It's pretty obvious. That card's, I don't know, probably has some value, but not going anywhere. And then last but not least, in the 70s, we're rounding out the 70s with a 1979 Topps Mike Bossy. Again, my favorite design. I say my favorite design. I have a lot of favorite designs in hockey and baseball cards and basketball, as I've mentioned. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I will see you back for the first part of the 80s very soon. Bye.